Hey guys, this is Dagosada here, bringing you another update of my Resident Evil Remake Chris hard mode walkthrough. One of the things that really annoyed me on YouTube is that almost no one uploads commentary walkthroughs of these games. And the reason it really annoys me is because all it seems like is these soulless people who are robots saying, I am designed just to make walkthrough of Resident Evil. Fear my 90-minute run of this game. See, I don't see the point of that. It's not as entertaining. I think having commentary in a walkthrough really makes the user seem more down to earth or something like that. You know, it's like you feel they exist. You know they're there. But if you're watching just gameplay, it almost feels soulless or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I could go on ranting about that the whole time, but I might just start rambling on about stupid stuff like that. But really, it is kind of dumb though. I don't know what's this massive aversion people have to doing commentary in videos. Maybe it's because, oh, I don't like my voice. I don't have a microphone. I don't care. Just do it anyway. I don't listen unless you have a terribly annoying voice and you're one of those kind of like those 5-year-olds who play Call of Duty and they scream all the time. Unless you're one of those, I'm not going to not watch your video because your commentary is bad. Alright. So the reason we came out here is to get this chemical, which is actually herbicide, but for some reason they didn't. They just call it a chemical. I don't know. I think if you examine it, they changed the title of the item to herbicide, but it really doesn't matter. It's only used in one spot anyway. A lot of items you find are only used in one spot anyway, so it doesn't matter. And the other disadvantage that Chris has to Jill, which is one of the reasons why we're going in here, is that Chris actually has to collect all of the old keys. Jill, on the other hand, she has a lockpick, which decreases the need to carry around old keys or inventory. So let's think of it this way. Jill has more item spots. So naturally they decided to give her an item that prevents you from wasting item spots. So Chris, with his 6 inventory spots, has to waste a spot using the old key. Jill doesn't. She gets lockpick. And yeah, don't give me this crap saying, oh yeah, Chris has the lighter so you don't need to carry it around as you. Seriously, how much do you use the lighter? And if you're actually doing any sort of speed run that requires you to play more quickly, you're not going to find yourself killing many zombies anyway. So it really doesn't matter. Alright, so this guy, one tactic that's pretty good that I should probably point out is it's usually a good idea to kill zombies on stairs. That way, well, one, they don't bite you as much. The most they'll do is try to vomit on you, which is kind of annoying. And another thing I should probably point out is if you try to kill a zombie and it falls over and bites your leg or whatever, it's probably a good thing, because what you do is you save yourself the trouble of trying to incinerate it, because you actually end up decapitating it instantly. And another thing I should point out, this game had a pretty nice system of having these defense items where when a zombie grabs you, you automatically use it. And here I'm just kind of waiting to see if he's going to get up, but he's not. Yeah, that's the only problem with killing them on this stairway, is that they're kind of stuck here. Alright. So now I'm kind of dead here, and someone's coming downstairs, I think. They better not make any noise. I'm going to be very upset with them. Alright, so this is probably one of the most important save rooms in the game. If you're not saving every time in here, you're going to be at least visiting this room a lot in order to... It's sort of like a central hub that you can keep going back to. And hey, look, another old key. Yeah, we're going to use a lot of those. Alright, so I'm going to show you what you have to do with the kerosene, the fuel tank, and whatnot. But first, I should probably do some sorting here. Put away the samurai edge. I'm not going to use that. It's a little cheap. There's really no point in trying to show off anything. I mean, I don't make gameplays to show off to you, say, hey, look how awesome I am. I'm better than you. See, I just gave you a talk saying commentary makes it seem down to earth. The gameplay, it's just there. Alright, guys, I'm showing you how to beat the game. I'm not showing you why I'm better than you. You know what I mean? I try to make the gameplay as good as possible, but if there's a few flaws in it, I don't care. It's not gonna decrease the quality of the final product that I'm trying to deliver you guys, because the best possible gameplay is just what I deliver, and if it turns out being less than that, then that's fine. I don't have heart attacks over that. Actually, I've never heard of anyone having a heart attack over worriness, but yeah, whatever. I'm so weird. Whatever. Okay, so one of the problems I had with this walkthrough, in recording it at least, is I spent a lot of time trying to figure out the fastest possible way to go through the start of the game, because this is always the part that causes me to waste time, you know? And alright, hey, better get good at dodging that zombie and the other one in this room, which is a little bit harder to dodge, because you're going to find yourself walking past those two a lot, alright? And grab that handgun ammo. Hello there. There's someone back there. Yeah, if you hear the footsteps, cool. Alright, dog whistle, which is basically one thing we need to get the next key. As I said, there's 4 keys in total, at least in the mansion. Not counting one of the extra little keys, but 4 keys that are major. There's sword, shield, armor, and helmet. Yeah. And the next key we're going for is the armor key. And we've already completely used up the sword key, which is fantastic. It's fan-freaking-tastic. Alright. So head into this room and try not to get eaten by the zombies in here, because I don't know how that didn't grab me. I'm really surprised by that. And just try not to get eaten. You know, I said get good at dodging that one zombie, because you really don't have the time if you're doing any sort of speed run to grab, or not grab, to kill those zombies and incinerate them. Unless like you have your shotgun, but even when I got the shotgun and I'm going through here later, I'm still not going to use it to kill those zombies, because I really don't gain anything out of it. Okay, so checking our old key stock, we should have 2 of them at the moment, and now we're going to go through this door that we kind of casually unlocked earlier, and we're going to head outside. Yes, outside, which it could be a useful passageway, but I tend to not use it very much, mainly because you can just as easily make the same trip by going through the upstairs of the dining room, and the fact that usually this place ends up being infested with some sort of zombie later in the game, because every time I want to go through here, there's always something in there blocking my progress that makes me not want to go there. And just careful, these dogs can be a pain. They jump on you sometimes, which occasionally I think it's like the dog's critical attack where they rip out your throat or something. It's not something you should really worry about. It's only been done to me once, and I think it's sort of like a critical attack where it only really works on you if you have hardly any health left. Anyway, so basically the reason we're killing these dogs, you can see the one has a shiny thing on it. And so, of course, we're going to take advantage of that shiny thing, so go grab that. Now, he dropped it over there. I don't understand. It was a dog's collar, so I don't get how if you kill the dog, it somehow just drops in the dog's place and the dog goes flying. It's a little weird. I don't understand it one bit, and I'm not going to try to understand it. I mean, guys, it's a video game. Seriously, don't try to make sense of it, because it'll probably ruin the experience for you. Alright, so that door is usually locked if you tried to go through it from there, but you really don't gain much by doing it. Alright, so upon further examination, you'll see there's actually a coin inside. Whoa. Examine the coin. What does that look like? Hey, it's a key! Well, that's pretty clever. It almost seems like it was arbitrarily created just to annoy us and make a puzzle. Nah, they wouldn't do that. Yeah, actually they would. Don't kid yourselves. It's what games do. They arbitrarily create things just to block your progress, which is in this game it's not really a problem because the closest thing I have to a problem in this game is a lot of the puzzles seem just conveniently there. Like, who builds a mansion with all these puzzles and crap in it? Most of them are hardly even puzzles too, but that's a different story. But seriously, a lot of the best example of this I can think of where games arbitrarily add things to block your progress is I was just playing through Skyward Sword. I still didn't finish it. I'm still in the middle of my playthrough. But there's one item in it called it's sort of like a vacuum bag, except it shoots in reverse. It basically shoots out an infinite stream of air. And the thing that annoys me is that it has very little functionality in the game because, yeah, it can stun enemies, but big deal. I've never found myself using it outside of when I actually needed to use it. And all it does is blow away piles of sand. So I feel like, yeah, it's a cool item, but it has no function other than to get rid of these arbitrarily placed obstacles that are they're designed solely to block your progress until you get this item. I mean, the temple you got in it was cool, and all the puzzles were fun involving that thing. But I think it should have some sort of use beyond solving puzzles, sort of like the ball and chain in Twilight Princess, yeah, Zelda again, where yeah, you use it in the temple to smash ice things, but at the same time, you can also use it to kill enemies, and it deals a crap load of damage, and you actually want to use it. You know, that's some good game design there, in that sense. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna like rant about Skyward Sword because I'm sure most of you are probably here because you saw like my Resident Evil 3 walkthrough or something like that. I got a few people requesting this walkthrough. Some of them said Jill, but you don't gain much from watching a Jill walkthrough, to be honest with you. Chris, you learn just as much from watching Chris as you would from watching Jill and more. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.